Hair care is not just about slapping some products on your hair and expecting it to grow. You need to take care of the inside of your body first in order to see results on the outside of your body. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the real reasons why protective styles just aren't growing your type 4 hair, and I'm also going to share some tips with you guys on how you can use protective styling to your advantage to reach your desired hair goals. I'm also going to be including some pictures and video clips into this video as well. So if you're interested to know why protective styles are not growing your 4C hair, even though you've been using protective styling for years now, but you just aren't getting the results that you thought you would have gotten by now. So I'm going to be helping you guys along this video with some tips and how I used protective styling throughout my hair growth journey to reach mid-back length, and how I'm using it right now to reach my goal of waist length. So if you guys are interested, again, stick around for the rest of the video. Now, before we get started, I want to currently say that we are at 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so excited. And glory to God, because ultimately we plant and we water, but it's God who increaseth. So I have to give him all the glory and thanks. And I also want to thank you guys so much for supporting me along this journey. It's been 5 months and I'm currently at 1,000 subscribers. So I thank each and every single one of you guys. And I thank you for the kind words and the comments also. So with that being said, let us head right into today's video. Picture this for a second. You're living in a world where you never experience breakage. You grow through your daily life, you change your hairstyles, but you never experience breakage. There is no shedding, there is no breakage. Now imagine how long your hair would actually be. Just imagine that for a second. We know that it's not real and that's not reality, but just imagine that for a second. Right, your hair would probably be to the floor right now. We all know that the main reason for wearing protective styling is to reduce breakage, which would ultimately increase our length. Because the more your hair is breaking off, then the shorter your hair appears to be. We all know that, yes, your hair grows from your scalp. However, if you are breaking more than what you're growing, then your hair is going to be stuck in a plateau, or it's even going to be shorter than what it appeared to be 6 months ago. So in order to retain length, we need to find a way to use protective styling to reduce the amount of breakage that we are getting. Now that leads me to the first reason why protective styles are not growing your hair, and that is because you are living in your protective styles too long. Yes, protective styles are there to help you minimize the amount of time you spend in your hair. However, if you keep them in too long, then they will end up doing more harm than good. You know that after like 5-6 weeks, your hair starts to mat and tangle. And if you are not patient or knowledgeable about the takedown process, then you're going to end up with a lot more breakage than what you started with. And over that 5-6 week, whatever growth that you got, you would end up losing, and possibly losing previous growth that you had. So my advice is that find a sweet spot that works for you. 3 to 4 weeks might work for me when it comes onto a protective style. Your hair might be different, where 5 or 6 weeks might work for you. But I would suggest do not pushing it past a certain point. When you see your hair starting to mat, do not think that, oh, I can go 2 more weeks, I can go 3 more weeks. Know that it is time to take down your braids or your twist, and to do them all over again. So whenever you want to use a protective style, be knowledgeable about the style that you're wanting to try out. Be knowledgeable about how long I should keep this in. Do not follow another person who tells you, oh, I have had my protective style in for 10 weeks and it's fantastic, it's great. That might not work for you, because I always say what works for me might not work for you. What works for somebody else might not work for me. So you just have to figure out your hair and what your hair requires. Reason number one and reason number two are kind of tied together. So reason number two is that you're handling your hair too rough, or you're not being patient, especially when it comes on to the takedown of your hair. Now, you have to be very gentle. I personally have to admit, I have this habit for years now where I will be untwining my twist and I'm just up in the middle trying to pull it out. I have to remind myself, no, start from the end, So you really want to be as gentle as possible and patient with your hair. This will help you to reduce any breakage that you might experience because you're handling your hair too rough. We all know that the ends of our hair are the parts of our hair that has been with us the longest because they grow from the scalp straight down, so they are the most brittle and delicate parts of our hair, and this is where we experience breakage, why it appears that your hair is not growing. So when you're more gentle and patient with the ends of your hair and you give them all the love and attention that it requires, and trust me, your breaking will be minimized and you will realize that your hair is actually growing. So be patient with your hair and handle your hair with care. Do not try to tear out knots or anything like that. If you have a knot and you realize that the comb is not taking it out or your fingers are not taking it out, then get your hair scissors and cut the end. Do not try to rip it because that is going to cause more damage than good. So again, be patient and gentle with your hair. The third reason I have is that you're not moisturizing or maintaining your hair properly. So I know a lot of persons, they get into protective styling and they don't think that, okay, I need to moisturize my hair, I need to oil my scalp, I need to clean my scalp or anything like that. They just wear the protective style for the 4 or 5 weeks throughout. No maintenance at all, no attention, and that is one of the major reasons why protective styles just aren't growing your hair. So in order to correct that, you need to develop a moisture routine for your hair. Whether you decide that, okay, I want to moisturize my hair 1 time for the week, 2 times for the week, 3 times for the week, it's dependent because everyone's hair is different. But you most definitely need to moisturize your hair once they're in protective styling. It is so easy to forget about our hair when we have it up like this and we just, don't remember about it sometimes. But it's very important to moisturize your hair, especially the ends of your hair. You also need to develop a maintenance routine. So whether that's by getting some shampoo in a spray bottle and cleaning your scalp, because clean and healthy scalp means healthy growth as well. So we need to also maintain our scalps while they're in protective styles, and we most definitely need to moisturize our hair in order to reduce and prevent any breakage. The fourth reason why your protective styles may not appear to be working for you is one that I can't stress enough. Your diet is just simply poor. You're drinking a lot of sodas, you're eating a lot of fast food, you're not eating nutrient-dense rich foods, and that is one of the major reasons why your hair just is not growing. I firmly believe, and I cannot stress this enough, what happens on the outside of your body is in most cases a reflection of what is happening on the inside of your body. So you need to be eating healthy, you need to be eating your fruits, your vitamins, your fatty acids, your vitamin A, your iron, all of those nutrients. You need to be getting that, and you need to be drinking a lot of water because water helps your body in its normal functions. So if you're dehydrated, then nutrients will most likely not be reaching your scalp where it should be, which would help you to grow your hair. So you need to be eating a lot of nutrient-dense foods, a lot of whole foods, your fruits, your vegetables, a balanced diet, and drink a lot of water. Water is so important when it comes on to your hair growth and also for your skin as well. So you need to correct your diet when you're looking to grow your hair. Hair care is not just about slapping some products on your hair and expecting it to grow. You need to take care of the inside of your body first in order to see results on the outside of your body. Now, the final reason that I have is that you're changing your protective styling too often. No, the first one I believe was that you're keeping in your protective styling too long. No, changing your protective style too often as well can have a negative impact because you're not going to be getting the results that you want. So that is why I continue to stress that it's so important to learn your hair, so you know that sweet spot. Okay, when I keep my hair in for 5 weeks, I get some growth, so I'm going to keep my hair in for 5 weeks. But changing your protective styles after every week is not going to really help you, or you're changing your protective styles multiple times a week. It is not going to help you to retain length because you're going to actually be in your hair a lot more than you should be. So as I said earlier, it is very important to know you will learn your hair, so you know what your hair requires, when it requires it, and how you can go about providing what your hair requires. So these are just some of the reasons why your protective styles may not be working. And once you correct these protective styles, and I guarantee that you're going to start to see results, and it will definitely break that hair plateau that you might currently be in. So once you correct these 5 points that I've provided you with, then I can definitely say for a fact that you will start to see growth on your hair. And remember that growth does not happen overnight. It's not going to happen after 2 weeks or a month. Sometimes it takes 3, 6 months, 1 year. Everyone is different. The rate at which your hair grows is very different for everyone. So that is why you just have to be patient and just have to be gentle with your hair. So those are the reasons that I have why protective styles may not be growing your hair, and I've also provided you with some tips on how you can correct these reasons. So that is pretty much the end of today's video. Let me know if you guys liked this video or if you want more tips on how you can grow your hair. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you are new, leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know which tip that you guys think was the best when it comes on to hair growth. But until next time, bye my loves.